She was a Buddhist, became evangelical Christian. But when she found Orthodoxy and even just entered into the divine liturgy for the first time, she was like, oh my goodness, this is Christianity. She believed that she found deeper Christianity. This was a fulfillment of her past, like her culture. And she became an Orthodox Christian because it just fits so well in that sort of traditional culture.
Ritual worship.
Yeah, like the worship that you find in the temple in the early church and of course Orthodox Christianity. It fulfills so much of the human longing.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what she found. Asia is still this very unreached place, but it's also very conducive to Orthodoxy. This book, The Lotus and the Cross, Orthodox Christianity in China.
Wow, I'm gonna write that down.
I read this book and it got me kind of fired up about Orthodoxy in China, in like Asia.
This is a shallow comment. One of our readers is in the Air Force, and he spends a lot of time in Japan. He speaks Japanese. He loves going to the Japanese Orthodox churches, and you look at like the pictures of the Japanese bishops, and it just works, right? They look like samurai or Orthodox bishops. It's just so cool. Somehow Japanese culture harmonizes really well with Orthodoxy. So there's that movie Priest Son. He plays a member of the Yakuza who converts to Orthodoxy and becomes a priest. And it's about the Yakuza kind of like hunting him down, I think. But he actually converted to Orthodoxy in the course of making this movie and gained Russian citizenship. But the whole idea is that this is a modern day samurai who kind of lays down his sword to follow the path of peace. Probably like the most famous Japanese actor in the world playing an Orthodox priest in this movie that was produced between Russia and Japan.
When you were talking about like Orthodoxy really fitting Asia and Japan, another little story from this book is actually a Catholic who became Orthodox in China. I don't know if he was an atheist before that or whatever, but he's like, we're a very traditional people. Like we greatly value tradition. And he talked about how like the 1970s and 80s truly caused. Actually, what's interesting, okay, in this book, the liturgical reforms were very delayed in China because there wasn't good communication. So they were celebrating the old mass much longer than everybody else. And when eventually it was enforced, it caused a great crisis for him because they're a traditional people. That you just keep doing what's been handed on to you. And so to rewire, to overhaul all these things caused a bit of a crisis for himself and others. And so he had the opportunity to be able to encounter Orthodox Christianity and became Orthodox.